Grace and peace, Black family. This is Vicky Dillard, your sister with the curly braids. And I want you to get ready for the new Master Elements project, The Spear and the Shield.
This vaccine isn't experimental. It's like a dandelion. You overlook it for their weird science.
DJ RP Beats and Sincere Love the God have taken this time during the pandemic to carefully craft the soundtrack to Black empowerment with hot tracks like God Mine, featuring Sadat X of the legendary group Brand Nubians.
We never die. I made an ancestral shrine. Let's see what's in the God's mind. Listen, I'm a law in the person of sincere of the God. That mean your arms too short like Carl Anthony Shaw.
God painted me black.
God painted me black. Thanks for that. I'm a original man.
A letter to Dr. Francis Cress Welsing.
I say to the ancestors, dear Dr. Francis Cress Wilson, I just wanted to thank you for all the lessons you left us. So yes, I'm more than grateful.
And the controversial song Buck Breaking God today.
Why every black show they gotta have a transgender? Either I'm crazy or this gotta be a planned agenda.
Get ready, Black family. This is a much needed project. This is The Spear and the Shield.
And those Africans have to be organized to fight for their liberation.
GW Apparel, a clothing that speaks. Something for the kings, something for the queens. Visit uptsites.com and use promo code SLDG22 and receive 11% off your order. Peace.
Yeah, like that. Let's see what's in the God's mind. Listen.
Peace, Black family. What's good? Welcome to another episode of Sincere Love the Godcast. I am the God Sincere Love, and I am here with my lovely co-host, Nicety Girl. We are in the building. What's going on with everybody?
Hot.
Yes, indeed.
I can't say it enough. Hot, just hot. That one word this time, hot.
Yeah, it's been pump faking like it wants to rain down here for the past 3 days. We've been getting like just little drizzles here and there, but the power went out like 2 days in a row at the barbershop and at my house.
Due to the heat?
Just because like it was like thunder. It wasn't even thunder, it was just lightning and cloudy, but no rain was falling. I ain't hear no thunder. I don't know what's going on. It was just strange. But yeah, the power went out a couple of times. But we was good though. We was good. You know, we got the cordless machines and all that now. And I have my little headlamp and all that. Threw my little headlamp on and it just finished the job.
Stopping you from getting that money, huh? Get that money.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I'm not mad at it. No, it's just been hot, sunny, dry, just sticky. Like I have to sleep with the air on because at night I feel like it's worse than the daytime.
Oh yeah. I mean, that's not normal. That's not normal.
Yeah, I think we just complain. We're just gonna complain. It is what it is. Yesterday, I finally got a chance to. We don't have one here in LA, but she's doing a month-long pop-up here, June 24th through July 24th. So I went yesterday. Y'all, I told you I've never eaten like vegan food that was just like bomb. Like I was just like, it's like I haven't had
that don't count.
I really, really like. That doesn't count.
To me, that don't count. Slutty vegan, that don't count.
It's a burger though.
I'm saying it's yeah, that's what I'm saying. So technically it's vegan food.
Right.
But what you need to try is electric alkaline food. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Like not all this imitation burgers and soy patties and all this other. I'm not trying to shit on Slutty vegan. I tried Slutty vegan before.
No,
it's pretty good. I like her business and all that. She's doing her thing. I'm not trying to shit on that at all. But I'm just saying, like, for somebody who
real food.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Like it looked like a real plate of food. Like usually when I get good vegan food, it's like at a festival or something. You know what I'm saying? Like when they be having the festivals RBG festivals and all that. You know what I'm saying?
Mhm.
A lot of times, it'll be somebody chefing it up. You know, have a little truck or something over there, and that should be the bomb. That should be good as hell. Like
Now, do you do
you
the
don't
vegan
miss not having no
barbecue?
plate.
Do you do the vegan barbecue? Because that's where I made my mistake. My first
What, like the Asians?
official, no, this was a black owned spot. And it was at a festival. It was actually Taste of Soul. So I went over to this vegan spot. I was like, I'm gonna try it. You know, it looks amazing. The ribs and stuff like they had, which was vegan ribs, of course. It was I think dragon fruit or something. I can't remember. It was awful. I felt like they dipped some fruit in some damn barbecue sauce. Like the texture was not meat. It
Yeah,
it was anything that I could eat. I think I got greens. The greens were good. You know what I'm saying? You can't really mess those up. You know, too
yeah.
bad. The macaroni was supposed to be vegan mac and cheese. It was horrible. I did not
I
like
had
it
some
at
good vegan
all.
mac and cheese. I had some good vegan mac and cheese one time. But
That's
see,
all
that's
different.
what I'm talking about. It doesn't be like a remix of no chicken wings or
Right.
nothing. It's just a plate of Ital food. You know what I'm saying?
Hmm.
Just Ital food. It'd be some quinoa and some, you know, some yams and different
Give me that.
vegetables and stuff like that. And it's
Give
just
me that.
like you don't miss it. You don't even realize you're not eating meat or whatever.
Meat.
You know what I'm saying? It's just a
I
nice,
haven't had that.
hearty, hearty plate of food. You got to go to like the Rastas and all that, like the Rastafarians in New York. We used to go to the
Hmm.
Rastas and get the iChow food and all that. You know what I'm saying? That should be good.
I have to, yeah. But Slutty Vegan was really good. I thought that it was fun. Like you walk in and they like, "What's up, slut?" And I was like, "Wait, hold
Oh yeah,
on,
yeah,
what?
yeah, 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 yeah.
Why are you calling me out my name? Hello?" You
Right.
know, but it was funny. It was so funny. And we ate outside of the restaurant because it was so sunny and nice, the umbrellas and stuff like that. We're in the heart of Melrose here in LA, so you see some of everything out there. By the time we went, which was like after 4, you know what I'm saying, it was hot, but where we were sitting, because there's a lot of trees in that area and the umbrella, the food was amazing. Just walked around, I had a good time. So I'm happy that she's here, and I actually hope that she stays, to be honest. I'll drive over to Melrose often to get a burger. Was that good to me?
That's what's up. That's what's up. That's what's up. It's better than Burger King or McDonald's or some shit. You
Yes,
know what I mean?
yeah. I mean, even the flavor, not just this because it's not meat. The fact it was so and good. Like I was licking my fingers.
Yeah, they hook it up. They hook it
Yeah,
up.
yeah. And the dragon
What's
fruit
up?
lemonade was bomb.
I'm about to juice this watermelon. I got orange watermelon and a yellow watermelon.
Mm.
I'm about to
I've
chop,
never
yeah,
had
with
a
the real black
yellow.
seeds and all that. This is my first time. Last week? It was the first time I had either one of them. I never had either one of them until
Where you
last week.
find it? Where you
It's
find
a
it?
it's a dude that come around with the truck. Nigga pulled up to the barbershop with the truck, had all the melons and shit on there with the real black
Wow.
seeds and all that. He said he got the seeds for blue watermelon, which I never had. I never even heard of that.
Wow.
But
I've
he
seen
said,
it online.
yeah, he said that's probably gonna be next year type shit. But yeah, I
Mail
got
me
me a
one.
couple. I'm about to chop them joints up and put them right in the juicer with some ginger.
Mail me a watermelon.
Can
Out here, all you
you?
can
Yeah, you probably
find
could.
is the seedless ones, and I won't eat that. I won't
Right.
eat a seedless watermelon or whatever. Now, the little Mexican little things where they have them sitting on the corner
Yeah,
where they
they
chop
probably
up the
got some
fruit,
shit.
they have the ones with the black seeds. So I
Yeah.
actually got two big. I had them to cut me up 2 bowls or whatever the other day, and that was the only time I can get it with the seeds. Where they're
Right.
getting it from, I don't know. But in the stores, all you see seedless.
Yeah, that shit is so hard to find now,
Yeah, I'm not
man.
doing it.
Even the grapes, all the grapes are
Seedless.
seedless, and
Yeah, I don't want it.
it's crazy.
I used to think like, oh, it's seedless, it's good, but then when you start to educate yourself, you're like, wait a minute, anything without seeds, how is it growing? Oh, that's not
Right,
real. Why am I putting this into my body? So I quit that shit.
right. I still eat them. I be busting them shit
I'm be
down. I ain't gonna
scared. I'm
lie.
scared. Come from Bill Gates. I don't want it.
So anyway, what's good, family, man? Welcome, man. Y'all come on up in here. Make sure that y'all hit the like button as y'all coming in here. You know, when you hit the like button, that helps to boost our broadcast into the YouTube algorithm, and it helps to make sure that people who are subscribed to the channel definitely get the notifications whenever we go live. So definitely want to hit that like button, share this out on your social media platforms. Let the family know that we are live right now on YouTube. Sincere Love to God. We're broadcasting simultaneously on Sincere Love to God and Godcast Enterprises. So make sure you subscribe to both channels and click the notification bell so you could be reminded whenever we go live. And shout out to the Twitter family too. We live on Twitter too. X formerly known as Twitter.
X family. It's still Twitter. It's always gonna be Twitter to me.
Right. That X shit it don't got no ring to it. It
No,
just don't
and
it don't got no type of ring to it. I don't know where he was going with that one.
No,
I don't know where he was going with that one. But today, as y'all know, y'all see the title. So today, you know, we going in again about reparations. We're gonna keep beating that drum. Where's my banner? Okay, there you go. Reparations is the national debt. That's what we're talking about today. Reparations is the national debt. You know what I'm saying? And that was inspired by somebody in my comment section. I forgot what I posted. Yeah, I forgot what I posted, but I posted something about reparations, of course. And one of the naysayers in the comment section was talking about how it's not doable because of the national debt and we owe so much money to China and this, that, and the third. I said, yeah, part of that national debt is reparations. So yeah, let's go ahead and take care of that first.
Yep.
let's go ahead and take care of that first. You know,
and as a matter of fact, speaking, just posted. I think he did a radio show out there in South Carolina, and he posted clips of that on his Instagram, and he was saying the same thing. Do not let them start talking to you about the debt, you know, as it pertains to giving us what we need. All of a sudden, people want to start screaming out the debt, you know, but they don't worry about the debt when they're sending it to Ukraine and all these illegal aliens and all, you know, to Israel and all this stuff. We don't hear nothing about the debt, only when it comes to foundational Black Americans.
Right. It's always something that's supposed to be more important that we supposed to put our our grievance to the side, put our grievance to the side and prioritize something else, whether it's, you know, COVID or the war in the Middle East, or, you know, there's always something else going on that's supposed to be more important. Nah, we keeping our eye on the ball. Reparations, cut the check.
But vote blue no matter who, because those bad, you know, Republicans, they're not going to give you guys anything.
Yo,
we hear that too.
Yeah, it's so illogical at this point. The vote blue no matter who, folks. I was looking out. Shout out to the Great Black Shark. I was on his broadcast yesterday, and he was showing something from Phil Scott's channel where a lady called up there. Did y'all see that? Any of y'all get a chance to see it? I know a lot of y'all watch the Phil Scott channel, or you might have been tuned into GBS's broadcast where they were showing that. And the lady called up arguing with Phil, talking about he's spreading misinformation and disinformation. And she was just being belligerent and emotional, totally illogical, you know. And Phil's just asking like basic questions, you know, basic questions. He didn't disrespect her, nothing. He stayed calm. He was just like, okay, so tell me what I lied about. Where's the misinformation at? You know what I'm saying? And she was just going on. She
can't answer.
Right. Shout out to Breeze Omega. I think I already shouted you out, but shout out to Breeze Omega again. What's going on, King?
I'm glad he brought that up too. And don't forget Project 2025. That's their new talking point. Project 2025 is a new talking point there. You know, more fear mongering. We've been living, you know, Project 2025 since the beginning. When have we not lived through Project 2025? So those tactics are not going to work either. Find something new. Cut the check.
And since he brought that up, there's this one sister that I follow on IG. She's kind of a vote blue no matter who person. I would put her in that category too. But she does drop some engaging content. I'll say I don't know. I don't always agree with her, but her content is very engaging. She does a good job getting her message across. I'll give her that, even though I don't agree with a lot of it. Sometimes I do, because it's not always all about politics. She talks about music and other things too. But I'm just saying, when it comes to politics, usually we don't agree, but she does do a good job of getting her message across. And she did a thing about Project 2025. And so let me pull that up real quick if I could find it,
Yeah,
John.
let
I
me,
thought it was
because I don't
down
know if
here
I
too.
know
No,
who this person is. But yeah, it's
I'm
like
pretty
I'm so sick of
sure you've
hearing
seen her.
about Project 2025, as if we haven't been living through that, you know, period, as Black people. When have we not lived through a Project 2025? It's
Right.
part of
And
our daily life.
this project 2025 that they talking about, that's we supposed to be so scared of, ain't really got nothing to do with us.
Right. Right. But so the
Thi-
thing about it is, though, they want us to prioritize these demographics so that it can help boost up another group, meaning these illegal aliens. That's what it's about.
exactly.
A lot of the policies.
Exactly. But they need us though. They need our energy.
They need us to
You know what
do
I'm
it.
saying?
Hmm.
They need our support to push all of these things through. But
Oh, okay. I
here
know. I've
goes
seen her.
Dara Tucker and Fit. Yeah, her name is Dara Tucker, and Fair Use, by the way. Fair Use, I know a
There
lot
he
of her
is.
stuff, is protected and all that. But we doing commentary. We doing a response to the video here. So this is Dara Tucker. Y'all can follow her if y'all want to. I follow her. You know what I'm saying? I don't
I do
just follow
too.
people that I agree with, you know what I mean, all the time. So it is what it is.
There are some very big plans underway for Trump's potential reentry into the White House.
We are going to be prepared day one, January 2025, to hit the ground running as conservatives.
A group called the Heritage Foundation is currently developing a game plan to have boots on the ground the day he's inaugurated.
Project 2025 will ensure a conservative agenda is ready to roll on day number one.
Make sure that we, as conservatives, are prepared to hit the ground running January 20th, 2025.
They've laid forth an
And so I think she did this video a little while back, but I guess she just reposted it because it's hot in the news right
topic.
now. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, it's a hot topic right now. And Trump recently came out pretty much denouncing Project 2025. Did y'all see that?
I did.
He said he don't really know nothing about it. Yeah, Trump was like, I don't know nothing about that, and that's not my plan. Some of the things that they saying, I don't really agree with. Some of it sounds ridiculous to me. Good luck. I wish them luck, but it ain't got nothing to do with me.
What?
You know what I'm saying? Yeah. It's not on his website nowhere. Now, the one thing that we know about Trump is going to stand on business. Whether he right, wrong, he don't give a damn who agree with him, who don't agree with him. If he about something, he's not going to try to lie about it and try to hide from it and distance himself away from it. Trump is going to stand on business. Whether you like Trump or not, you got to give him that. The man is going to stand on whatever he's going to stand on. And the fact that he's distancing himself away from this, and people are still like, no, I don't believe him. He's lying. All of these MAGA people are behind this and blah, blah, blah. Yeah, just he can't help what his supporters do. Just because people support me, that's because people support me don't mean I agree with everything they do.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying? If Trump was with this Project 2025 thing, there would be a button right on his website that you could click on.
And there's nothing.
And so I believe him. When he say this ain't got nothing to do with him, I believe him. But anyway,
but because it's something negative and it's the only thing that they can really
extremely
use right now to fear mom, it's going to attach his name to it, even though he says that has nothing to do with me. He has nothing to do with this Heritage Foundation people. They just happen to be Republicans, is what I gather.
Right. And now he does know them. He does have affiliations with some of the people that are involved. I seen one person that was pushing it was former press secretary and some people that he had in his cabinet when he was in office and all of that. And so that's what they're trying to use to say, because I think when he made his statement, I think he might have said he don't know these people or something like that. You know what I'm saying? So they using that to say, oh, he knows that. And so they're showing all the videos of him and some of the people that's involved or whatever the case may be. So yeah, he knows them and he's affiliated with some of them, but he's saying he ain't got nothing to do with this. This is not his agenda. And so why would he lie about that? I don't understand why he would lie about that. He ain't gonna lose no support. He already got his supporters
at all.
So
I want to show that too. Hold on. Speaking of support.
Hold on a second. Hold on.
A plan to staff not only his administration, but to change the fundamental makeup of every governmental entity so that it lines up as closely as possible with their vision of what America ought to look like. The Heritage Foundation is also planning to eliminate what they call the administrative state, which pretty much means scrapping or gutting every government agency that regulates anything: food, water standards, education, transportation. It sounds extreme, but this is literally.
Now, my question about all of those, let's just say this was part of Trump's agenda, and this was something that he was trying to push. Which one of those organizations are good for us anyway?
Right.
That they plan on eliminating. Do we get quality food? Do we get quality education? Any of those things that those organizations are supposed to regulate and make sure that people are getting a quality service from? Are any of them things serving us, you know, the way that we need to be served as foundational Black Americans?
Absolutely not.
So, yeah, why are we fighting to uphold a system that has never worked for us? Let it burn.
The only thing
as far as I'm concerned, let it burn.
They know how to use fear for the older generation as well. And it's just another fear tactic. They have no other legs to stand on. If you notice, Project 2025, and they're using voting rights, which they're not worried about Black people being able to vote or not. Right, they're worried about these illegal aliens being able to vote or not, you know. But those are the top three things that they like to talk about.
Right, abortion, voting rights, and education, because they push in school choice or whatever the case may be. Right? So those are the things that they say, well, that's going to affect Black people. But I'm like, first of all, schools already suck. Abortion shouldn't be our. And what was the other one? I forgot that fast.
Abortion, vote, Project 2025.
Oh, voting. And then, like you said, voting rights are fine. You know what I'm saying? They keep telling us every election that, you know, they rights are in trouble, but at the same time, we voting in record numbers, supposedly. Like, both things can't be true. We voted for Joe Biden in record numbers. They taking away our voting rights. Both things can't be true.
No. But again, they don't have
any play some more of this
else to stand on. Yeah.
All right.
Hey, Mama Love.
Their plan.
What we're doing, systematically preparing to march into office and bring a new army of aligned, trained, and essentially weaponized conservatives ready to do battle against the deep state.
They're essentially preparing to make over the government.
Now, when you hear conservatives talking about the deep state, what they talking about is the thing that they always like to come around us talking about: the Jews.
Right.
When you hear them talking about the deep state, that means the Jews really control our government. This is not me saying this, YouTube. I'm
this
just
is what they saying.
Reporting on what they be saying.
Exactly.
It's not me saying this, YouTube, but this is what they mean by the deep state. So again, they're not coming after us. We ain't part of the deep state
at all.
And if there is a deep state, they ain't on our side either.
Right.
So again, what is it that we supposed to be shaking in our boots about?
I have no idea.
The video's long. I'm not gonna play the whole thing.
Did you hear the broadcast? It was a Twitter space that Tariq did. I saw it the next day because he posts everything on YouTube. But he was talking to some woman that called in, and she was talking about how I used to work at the polls and blah blah, and I've never seen immigrants coming over here to vote. And so he was like, Well, they're getting IDs and stuff like that. So as long as you have an ID, you're allowed to vote. She denied that they were giving them IDs. She denied that they're able to vote in our elections when we know what was it, DC, as well as New York, if I'm not mistaken, that were allowing illegal aliens to vote in locally. And she sat there and was denying it. You have
Right.
other people that's coming up talking like you can Google this stuff. And she basically was just gonna run on, no, y'all lie. Even though it's reported in the news and you can Google it, I never seen nothing like that, and that's not what they're doing.
Right.
He said, "Well, do you have an issue, with illegal aliens being able to vote in our elections?" She would never directly answer the question.
Right.
A Democrat, by the way.
Yeah, I ain't hear that one yet.
Yeah,
I'm so
it was
far
crazy.
behind.
It was so crazy.
Of course.
She was just like, "Ma'am, what other information? Because we've been voting for a while now. What information do you need when you go to the poll? Your ID. In a lot of states, some places you don't even need that. They'll have you to fill out an absentee ballot." And she
Right.
denied that.
Yeah, I mean, ain't no issue with us voting.
At
We
all.
can vote just fine.
I ain't never had a
We can
problem.
vote just fine. I'm registered to vote, and that not only can we vote just fine. Every time it's election season, we get harassed.
Oh my God, Sincere, I get
Text
a million
messages
emails.
nonstop,
You hear me?
robocalls nonstop, emails
Woo.
nonstop. They make sure you can vote. Ain't no problem with that.
Biden and Harris are getting on my damn nerves. They even got Gavin Newsom email. I haven't heard from this man before. You know what I'm saying? Like I'm getting like at least 10 emails a day from all of them or whatever. Y'all wasn't talking to me, until election time. Where were you? And if you want to galvanize my support, cut the damn check. That's all. Reparations.
Shout out to my brother Calvin. He said, I worked in transportation for decades, and thousands of us from Baltimore were out of work. Thousands. Be more brings the most auto imports, exports on the Eastern Seaboard.
Wow.
Again, yeah. So that's part of what they was talking about with the Project 2025. They trying to deregulate the transportation system. And according to what Calvin is saying, it don't work anyway.
It don't work anyway. And right now the Democrats are in power. So what are they trying to do to fix that? Because I don't want to hear about what if Trump's get into office, what's going to happen. What are you doing in real time right now?
Right.
While you have power.
While you have the levers of power, if this is so bad and it's such a boogeyman, what are you doing to combat it? What's your plan that's better than the Project 2025 plan?
Right. What executive orders?
They ain't saying nothing about that.
They
ain't saying nothing about that.
Nothing. Yeah.
And again, if it is that bad, I know we mentioned this last week, but we got to keep driving this point home. If it is the end of democracy and all of that, if Trump gets reelected, if we're going to be under a fascist regime and all of that, if all of that is really true, then why the Democrats don't just do the right thing and cut the check? They could win this election easily.
Easy.
Just
and
do
why
the right
is it
thing.
Black people? Why is it
Take
Black,
care of your constituents.
specifically foundational Black Americans' responsibility? You know what I'm saying, to help democracy? Why is that on our shoulders of all people?
Right. The least powerful people in the nation. One of the smallest minorities in the nation. And we're the only ones that get shamed. You know what I'm saying? White women vote for Trump in record numbers. They don't get shamed for it. Latinos vote for Trump. You know, they got a whole movements, Latinos for Trump and all of that stuff. They don't get shamed for it. You know, everybody is just, free to choose who they want to choose from every other group. But when it comes to us, if you mention something about supporting Trump in any type of way, like right now, they're trying to shame Waka Flocka. Waka Flocka did a show somewhere. Yeah, he did a show somewhere. I don't know what city he was in, but he was performing somewhere, and he said, all y'all Democratic voters, get up out of here.
Get out.
He said, all y'all Democratic voters, get up out of here.
He was joking.
No, I think he did mention supporting Trump before. I think he did mention supporting Trump before, but that's his
Not
business.
that. I'm
That's
saying the
his
get out part.
prerogative.
Y'all get out part. I think he was joking. He was just clowning. He don't mean get out. Obviously, those are people that, rock with his music or whoever was opening or closing the show. I think he was just, clowning on stage. Does he rock with Trump or support Trump? Absolutely. I've seen that. And that's his choice.
Right. And yeah, that's his choice. And yeah, maybe that just was a way to segue into the next song or something. I don't know.
Right.
I don't know. But either way, people should be free to choose whoever they want to choose.
But
we're not slaves to the Democratic plantation. Y'all don't own us.
Yes, they do. In their minds, yes, they do. Yes. And I think that we've made them feel that way.
They're definitely feel entitled.
They definitely feel entitled.
Based on our historical voting record, I can see why.
I'm looking for that video of Walker to see where he was. And then you saw what's his name?
Did y'all
the actor something Nunes,
see?
Juana Man. Sorry.
What? Go ahead.
What's the actor that played Juana Man?
Am I breaking up? Can y'all hear me?
It's a little choppy in between. When you're speaking, everything will be clear, and then it'll just like like in mute kind of. I just hear in my ear. I think Breeze Omega heard it as well. He heard the choppiness. He mentioned it in the chat.
Yeah, because I can't even see the chat, so something is going on.
You can't see it? I can see it.
Yeah, it's on my end.
Right now, you're clear, though. There's no chopping up right now.
It's cool. It's cool. I'm gonna let it do what it do. Let it do what it do. But I was gonna say, did y'all see Spice? That Jamaican, the reggae dancehall singer, talking about ethnicity doesn't matter. When black people encounter racism, they just see black. She says something like that. Where was she at? I don't know where she was at. But this is on Baller Alert. It says Spice says ethnicity doesn't matter. When black people encounter racism, they just see black. With the swirling conversations about race, especially in the music industry, dance, Spice is weighing in. So I think she was responding to the controversy with Tila, whatever her name is, the South African chick.
Oh yeah. Tyler.
I think they was probably asking her about that, and she hit him with the we all black, everybody black thing. But remember, she was on the Breakfast Club talking about Jamaica's hip hop. You remember that? She was on Breakfast Club talking about Jamaicans created hip hop. We need to thank Jamaicans for giving us hip hop and all that. So
what made me mad
they
too
delete
about
when
that
it's convenient.
situation. Right. Even what's her name, Tasha K. She was, she doesn't like Charlemagne. And when he put out the video about why he was asking her certain questions, he said certain things if they ask him not to ask, he won't. But when it came to something like this, and she was so vocal about it and saying colored or whatever the hell she said, I'm going to ask the question, right? And people start using, she's a child. She's 22 years old. That's a grown ass woman. Why is he asking a kid?
She's a child.
Yes, she's a child. Why is Charlemagne asking a child this? I said, we're not gonna do that.
The cape is real.
The cape is real, and when when you say something stupid and then you're being held accountable for what you're saying, all of a sudden you want to revert to a child again.
Yeah. And then she win something at the BET Awards.
I don't know, because I didn't watch it, to be honest. I didn't watch it.
Yeah, I didn't watch it either.
What I saw online.
I think she won something. I know she might have performed also. I think she was one of the performers there. Mm-hmm. But that's the thing, and we know BET is not black owned, but it's black marketed. You know what I'm saying? It's marketed to a black audience. And so that's the thing. You come over here, you performing black, music that's created by foundational Black Americans, and you marketing yourself to a Black audience, but you don't really identify as Black. You other yourself. You know what I'm saying? So that way, you know, when you come up and you get your success or whatever the case may be, whatever success comes with that can be attributed to your separate culture that you come from.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Right.
That's the bullshit.
Right. Speaking of BT and and all this stuff, who saw the Kendrick Lamar video and what's your thoughts on that?
Oh, fire.
Fire. all
Fire.
the you don't know, obviously, like certain things, like when the portion that came on with his family, I knew what that shot was about. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know what I'm saying? But like the shipping containers, it wasn't until I looked at other people's content, I was like, that makes sense. Like, oh, he's really I was like, this nigga he's really putting some thought into it. But the shit was fire. Shit was amazing.
Right. It's to be honest, I think some of those be reaches, but there be some good reaches though. There be some good reaches. Though.
Right.
I'm like, okay, I'm gonna rock with that reach.
Right.
that's because Kendrick probably wasn't thinking that at all. Like I seen something what they said. What did they say? It was something that I know he wasn't thinking about. I forgot what it was, man. I seen it earlier today. I forgot what they was saying. I was like, I don't know about all that.
Right.
But yeah, it is a lot of subliminals, subliminal messaging with the images and the video and stuff like that. It just looks good. Just the way the video looks is just fly. And then, you know, all that West Coast culture incorporated in there.
Right. The Crips and the Bloods coming together.
Yeah. The crumping, you know what I'm saying? All of that stuff, you know, authentic is just real authentic West Coast hip hop shit. And it got that signature look from the way that Kendrick Lamar and Dave Free do videos. You know what I'm saying? It just got that thing. And
now,
it's
Dr.
like,
Cologne,
you would think at this point.
Tell Dr. Cologne, don't he come trying to colonize Crunkin and all this shit.
Oh, I thought you said he was in here.
No, I'm saying I don't want him to, because they find a way to crowbar themselves into the mix some kind of way. So I'm hoping he don't do that.
Nah, but it's amazing what this song is doing, man, because in this day and age, we know a lot of records 2 weeks after they come out is old. You know what I'm saying? Ain't nobody really rocking with it no more. They're on to the next thing. Like this record is still spinning. You know what I'm saying? You're able to drop a video months later. Yeah, old people like it, little kids like it. It's just it's just took on a life of its own. It's more than just a Drake diss at this point. You know what I'm saying? It's like it's just an amazing record in itself.
And it's an anthem. It's definitely an anthem. Now, I don't know if you saw, but there was a message on X by I think it's Hotep Jesus, if I'm not mistaken. But he's like, there's supposedly some talks from the Democrats of trying to get Kendrick Lamar, to I don't know if it was campaign for them or something like that. I don't know if I believe it. To
perform at the Democratic convention.
I hope not. I'm disappointed that
I won't be surprised.
E40 did it. I was like, come on. E,
exactly.
You did not need that little check. You did not need that.
Exactly. That's what I'm saying. I wouldn't be surprised. If he did it. You know what I'm saying?
Don't let them use you. No.
No. And this is the thing. This is the thing. And now throughout the whole battle, while the battle was going on, when I was doing my commentary, I was going live, giving my play-by-play as the battle was taking place. And I kept stressing the fact that, Kendrick saying some powerful stuff that a lot of us are able to latch on to and utilize it for our cultural movement that we got going on and all that. But at the same time, I'm like, don't mistake him for one of us.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Agree.
It's the same thing like when Dave Chappelle had his, his classic stand-ups that he did over the last couple of years. He come out, you know what I'm saying, strong, standing on business, doing his thing. But don't mistake him for one of us. We different.
Sadly.
We different over here. You know what I'm saying? And we can't really depend on on these entertainers like that. You know what I'm saying? They in bed with these corporations. You know what I'm saying? We know that the liberals really run the entertainment industry. And so a lot of our entertainers are beholden to the liberals like that. You know what I'm saying? So Kendrick is cool. You know what I'm saying? He one of my favorite artists and all of that, but I don't get that mixed up with thinking, you know, he really about this life. You know what I'm saying? That goes for everybody. Like, you know, on our recent record, The Fort, you know what I'm saying? I had to hold my favorite MC of all time accountable. You know what I'm saying?
Of all time, right.
Nasir Jones, you know what I'm saying? He didn't go super hard, but I think it was like the day before the election, he had posted something, Kamala and Biden, something last election. You know, so the whole time too, I was like, yeah, my nigga ain't doing it, because all these artists was coming out caping for the Democrats and all of that, and Nas wasn't saying nothing. So I'm like, all right, cool, my nigga holding it down. And then it was like the day before the election, he posted something on his Instagram, Biden Harris. I'm like, this nigga here. So yeah, I'm not surprised if he do it.
I just hope not. My thing is, they don't need you, and basically, if they want to play the song, I'm saying play the song. But am I getting out here and, you know, performing? You know, because people don't look at that performance as support. You know, that's the message.
Mm-hmm.
Even though he may not support those policies, you know what I'm saying? But just going out there to perform, people look at that as you are supporting the policies of these anti-Black racists, you know, that are in office. So I'm just hoping, listen, y'all can play the song all y'all want to, but I would not be getting on no stage. I'm busy.
And my thing about it too is this though, like, you know what I mean? We more politically sophisticated than that anyway. You know what I'm saying? Just because we see Kendrick Lamar performing at your convention or supporting you, endorsing you or whatever, that don't mean we're gonna vote for you. They don't run the show. The power comes from the ground up, not the other way around. You know what I'm saying? They don't run the show. They don't dictate, you know, how we move politically out here. We like their music. Full stop.
Period. But you know, I mean, not that he's doing what he did as far as Busta Rhymes saying, like, you know, FBAs don't have no culture, you know, Jamaica, you know, started hip hop, whatever, right? I don't know if you've seen him cussing out the audience at the Essence Fest because, you know, people just wasn't even, you know, entertaining. Let's be clear, it's Busta. We all love Busta Bust. Let's be very clear. He got hella bangers, you know, but once you disrespect Foundation of Black Americans in the way that you did, I feel like now he's learning that, because remember, he just recently canceled a concert. Now at Essence Festival, people are even really fucking with you, to the point where he had to play Not Like Us on stage in order to get people to kind of start moving a little bit for him. But you're gonna learn to not mess with
it was kind of empty in there.
Yeah. And
it was kind of empty in there while he went on though.
They probably went to the bar.
Yeah, but yeah, it could be. I don't know. It just depends on what time certain people go on and all of that. I don't know. I know when his tour got canceled, I wasn't really taking credit for that. You know what I'm saying? As far as our movement is concerned, I wasn't one of the ones that was really trying to take credit for that, because right after that, they announced that it was going to be him, Missy Elliott, and who was it? Sierra or somebody? It was him, Missy Elliott, and somebody else was going on tour together right after his tour got canceled. So I'm like, okay, that's why the tour got canceled. You know what I'm saying? You about to go on tour with Missy Elliott. That makes more sense.
It does make sense. However, what happened at Essence Festival, and I say people probably went to the bar because I've been to, it was a comedy concert, but it was all women. Nene Leakes was actually the host. It was just hilarious. It was just like all the top, you know, women. I think some more was there. It was like huge out here in LA, at LA Live. My cousin and I went. It was a bomb. Like, I feel like Nene Leakes could actually headline because she's funny as hell, but she hosted. Just Hilarious got on. Sorry, Just Hilarious. And I was waiting on her. She had some bomb shoes on. And it was so unfunny. Like, everybody literally just started getting up in the middle and went to the bar. We was all walking out, going to the bar. Everybody was having hella conversations at the
That's
bar.
crazy.
And once we can hear that she was going off the stage, everybody headed back. It was
That's
cringe.
crazy.
She couldn't tickle me to get a laugh out. It was that bad.
And so for those of y'all who didn't see the Busta Rhymes footage at the Essence Fest, and that's the other thing, Essence Fest done turned into Tether Fest too. So that's the other reason why I was like, was it really because of that? I don't know. Could be though. Could be. I don't know. But for those of y'all that didn't see it, this was Busta Rhymes at the Essence Fest.
Hey yo, fuck them camera phones too. Let's get back to interacting like humans. Put them weird ass devices down. I ain't from that era. Them shits don't control the soul. Fuck your phone. Excuse me, gentlemen. Thank you very much. I will point every last one of y'all out until y'all asses is up. 33 years of doing this shit. I ain't used to niggas sitting down at my show. I don't give a fuck. All age groups, get your ass up now. I see you, beautiful queen. Get up too. Fuck going on? Everybody up top too. Get your big head asses up.
I'm waiting for them to show the crowd.
Look, the reason why there will be zero tolerance for bullshit energy in here is because this is my first time in New Orleans at the fucking 30-year anniversary of the Essence Festival.
And so look, they go the crowd right there. You see mad empty seats right there in the front. There's mad empty seats right there in the front.
They went to the bar.
So yeah, I don't know.
This is my first time. This is my brother's first time. This is my other brother's first time. That's right. Make me feel like we home.
So out of 30 something years, this Busta Rhymes first time at the Essence Fest. So why now?
Right.
Why now? Like I said, Essence Fest done turned into Tether Fest, and so Busta Rhymes been out here on his BS. So now they like, okay, he's down with us. Let's bring Busta Rhymes out here. Yeah.
Yeah, but without us, you not popping, and that's why you mad. Because people weren't even. My thing is, not every concert may be full. Maybe people couldn't afford to go, whatever the situation. But for the ones that are there, you perform. Get to work.
Mm-hmm.
And then you hear him saying, I'll put y'all out of here. You can't put us out. We bought our ticket.
Mm-hmm.
How you gonna put them out?
Yeah.
That shit was crazy. Yeah. And like he was mad too. He was mad. He was offended.
Yeah, for sure. For sure. Hey man, it's a new day. It's a new day, man. Everybody gonna have to put some respect on it.
Absolutely.
Everybody gonna have to put some respect on it. Johnny Cochran, man. Let me play, because we talking about reparations today. You know what I'm saying? So that was on Johnny Cochran's agenda before he transitioned. For those of y'all that don't know, after he got O.J. Simpson acquitted, his next mission was to go after the U.S. government for reparations. And so here go a clip of our brother Johnny Cochran talking about what we are owed.
Now, along with Charles Ogletree and Randall Robinson and some really, really great lawyers, we're going to try to fashion a strategy to sue for slavery reparations in this country. Bring a lawsuit. It's not the most popular thing everywhere, but that's not the test. The test is slavery was wrong. The government sanctioned and benefited from it. You can't have 200 or 300 years of free labor built to help build the country. When you go to Washington, you look at those mines like the Washington mine built by slaves. Nobody ever got any compensation for that. You got to look at it realistically, I think. So I think these are new challenges we have to face.
I'm just saying.
And so where are the Johnny Cochrans today, man?
Right.
Where are Johnny Cochrans at? Now we got like a bunch of scared Negroes walking around here bragging about how they passed the bar and shit. Where is the Johnny Cochrans at today?
The one who's kind of, pushing for the reparations for brothers and sisters over in Tulsa, his
And
firm,
Tulsa.
he's trying. He is trying. I don't
Mm-hmm.
think he's necessarily doing, lineage-based reparations. He's kind of focusing on
He
them
is.
there, and also the one of those native tribes. If I'm not mistaken, Choctaw, one of those tribes. He's trying to help them as well. The black, natives
I
or
think he's a
whatever.
part of the tribe. I think
Yeah,
he's a part of one of those tribes out there, or is supposed to be a part of one of those tribes. He got lineage that goes back to one of those specific tribes. So yeah, he's doing something
Demario,
that's very
Demario.
yeah. Shout out to Demario. I ain't mad at Demario at all. He's doing his thing. Um,
We need some
he's
more
kind
though.
of
We need some more.
he's kind of buddy
Democratic.
with the DNC too. Yeah, he's kind of buddy
Very
with the
much so.
DNC too. But
And my thing is, and that's where I get upset though, right? Because when I see, the buddy and kissy up to them, right now they're empowered now. You know what I'm saying? I understand the Supreme Court and stuff like that, but there's something that the Democratic Party can do right now just for them. For those men and women that are still here with us, do something for them, even if it's just for them right now. And we still got to wait on ours, you know what I'm saying? But to send the message that, we rocking with y'all, this was unjust. These people are still here. They deserve this. Why can't they do that
right,
more? That doesn't make sense to me.
right, right, and I like that they are going after now that the Supreme Court down in Oklahoma threw their
Mm-hmm.
case out. Now they are appealing directly to Joe Biden.
Yep.
Let me show y'all this.
Yeah.
And so this puts they back against the wall to a certain degree at this particular
I
time.
agree.
You know what I'm saying? With it being election season and all of that, like you said, the least they could do is give these people
Take care of them.
justice.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? Just to show that you're not the worst piece of shit in the whole world. At least it would show that.
Right.
But so far, it's crickets though. So Tulsa race massacre survivors condemn dismissal of reparations case and urge Biden to act. Leslie Benningfield Randall, 109, and Viola Fletcher, 110, appeal to the president after Oklahoma Supreme Court dismisses the historic case. Since the Oklahoma Supreme Court dismissed her historic lawsuit last month, Randall, along with fellow survivor Viola Fletcher, 110, had sought restitution for survivors and descendants of the 1921 massacre, in which an estimated 300 Black Tulsans were killed. Thousands were displaced, and Greenwood, the thriving district once known as Black Wall Street, was decimated in an act of racist violence. A judgment in Randall and Fletcher's favor would have been the first ruling to address the longstanding damage the massacre had on Tulsa's Black community. But the court said that while the plaintiff's grievances were legitimate, the suit did not fall within the scope of the state's public nuisance statute. And so do y'all know that not one single person has ever been punished for that?
Not one person.
Nobody,
not one soul.
Nobody has ever been held accountable for that whatsoever.
Yet the state makes millions of dollars off of the grievance of those Black people, millions of dollars for tourists and things like that. So they're making money off the backs of these people, but will not give them anything. And they suffered and are still here. Lost everything and are still here.
Right. Insane. So again, I'm glad that they're going directly at the Biden administration, especially at this particular time. So let's see what they're gonna do. You know what I'm saying?
Because it's only 4 months left. Nothing.
They're gonna stall them out.
They're gonna stall them out
and
then put it on Trump. Well, see, the Republicans aren't doing nothing. But just imagine though. Let's just say this. Just imagine that Trump does get in there. And even if he don't do a national reparations, but they appeal to him and he says, well, you know what, we're going to cut them a check. That will make the Democrats look crazy as hell. So you better do something because first of all, Trump is petty as hell.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? He kind of petty. So even though his heart may not be in it, he might do it just to shit on them. And I'm all right with that because I feel like they deserve it. I would hate for them, to leave this world, like the other 300 and never get anything. Never.
Right, because everybody else gets theirs, man. Everybody else gets theirs, and the prime example right here. I'm gonna show y'all. If it don't mess up the stream, let me share this with y'all right here. This is a prime example right here. Governor Hochul announces Holocaust Claims Processing Office secured over 183 million for victims and beneficiaries. Victims and beneficiaries. Victims and beneficiaries. Say that one more time. Victims and beneficiaries. You know what I'm saying? For all the people who talk about, y'all ain't never picked no cotton. You wasn't on no plantation. Don't nobody owe you nothing.
Right. And
So,
remember, over here in California, the only thing that they've allocated for us, California budget up to $12 million for reparations bill, a milestone in atoning for racism. So basically, they allocated $12 million for us to continue to study. But these people got $183 million.
Oh yeah, they about to start cutting checks immediately.
They're about to start cutting checks. Yeah.
They already have their office, which would be like equivalent to us putting together like a Freedmen's Bureau or whatever. They already got their thing set up. So now the funds have been given, but the funds have been secured. What's it called? The Holocaust Claims Processing Office. They already secured the 183 million, and so now people just got to go there, file their paperwork, and get their check.
Right. And we get a measly $12 million. Not to say that that's not a milestone, and this is not, federal. This is state, But at the end of the day, $12 million. You know what I'm saying? Come on.
Right.
And we still talking about studying.
Right. Shout out to what's your name? Shout out to Real Reality Productions.
How do we get them to cut our check is by getting on code first. We got to get codified. Right.
The first thing that we got to do, man, and which is what we are advocating for, is we have to leverage our voting power.
That too.
There's a reason. There's a reason why they go around vying for the black vote so heavy. It's a reason why that's so important to them. You know what I'm saying? We know and understand that the Democratic Party cannot win an election without us voting as a block for them, like we've been doing for the past 60 years.
Correct.
You know what I'm saying? And so we need to transform that block into leverage by withholding it and going to the highest bidder, nigga. The highest bidder.
What did Dr.
Being loyal
Anderson
to the Democratic Party, that ain't it.
Nope. And the thing, what was this, 2016, if I'm not mistaken, with Hillary Clinton, where that email came out and they were saying, when you're going out, to campaign with the blacks, don't offer them nothing. Hear their grievance. Just hear them out, but never offer them nothing. And the same thing is happening right now. They come out here, ask for our votes, ask for our donations, and they don't promise or offer us anything.
Right. Yeah, right. That's 100. That's 100. And so, yeah, man, when it comes to other people, they get right down to business. So we understand that they're playing on, but it's up to us to stand on business.
And stop being scared.
What was this right
Stop
here?
letting things like Project 2025 scare us into, voting for Biden, who's not giving us anything. We're living through Project 2025 right now, and he's not doing anything about it right now. No one is being held accountable for the unjust murders of black men, women, and children under the Democrats in predominantly Democratic states right now, right? So now all of a sudden we're going to fall for this Project 2025 boogeyman because they attach Trump's name or MAGA name to it.
Right.
If y'all don't sit down somewhere and grow up.
Right. Exactly. And to me, I don't even think that's the thing that people are really afraid of. when they come with all these boogeyman tactics and all of that, yeah, they scare some. But I think what most of the people, Negroes, is really afraid of is power.
Yeah.
Negroes is really, really afraid of power.
Power.
We suffer from a lack of group self-esteem. And so there's a lot of Black people out there, unfortunately, who believe that we're not capable of governing ourselves.
Well, right.
You know what I'm saying? That's what we get that's what we get that talk about. Well, if we do get reparations, it shouldn't be money. It shouldn't be a form of a check, because all we're gonna do is buy rims and gold teeth, and we're gonna get the money right back to them. We'll give money right back to them anyway. That comes from the low group self-esteem thing. You know what I'm saying? People believe that white mommy and daddy are supposed to be in charge. They're supposed to govern our lives for us. They supposed to be running the show. And so us getting reparations, because reparations is not just a check. It's definitely got to start with a check, but reparations is not just a check. Reparations it makes us whole, and it makes us competitive and independent. You know what I'm saying? And to me, that's what a lot of people are afraid of the most. That we have to do for self.
And if they thought that all we were going to do is buy rims and tennis shoes, they would have cut the check yesterday. If they thought that all we were going to do is give it back. You know, history has shown that what we're capable of and what we're able to build. If they had not sabotaged everything, that the hundreds of Black Wall Streets that we've already built, we already would have been competitive. So they're not worried about us spending it on rims and tennis shoes, because again, they would have already cut the check.
Oh yeah, they'd have been cut the check. They'd have been cut the check. Look, you're right, old grandma, but that was the Southern strategy. Lee Atwater, and them came up with that back in the late 60s, early 70s, and all of that, right after the civil rights movement, that whole benign neglect thing. But yeah, you're right. Nicey, that's the last thing that they're afraid of. You know what I'm saying? So people talking about, well, we need education and financial literacy and all of that. Otherwise, we just gonna blow it, and we're gonna be in the same position that we started from. Look, again, that goes along with that lack of group self-esteem. And that's because a lot of us don't really know our history. And when I say our history, I'm talking about foundational Black American history. People need to understand the things that we were able to accomplish with nothing.
Right.
Do y'all understand that we walked straight off of those plantations and started building Black Wall Streets all over this country?
Right. Thriving.
Cutting our illiteracy rate in half in like 30 years or something like that, after being systematically deprived of education for hundreds of years.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? We the only people that it was illegal for us to learn how to read and write the language that we were forced to speak.
Right. And we created we created our own language after that, though.
Right.
Okay? So you took, my language, you gave me your language, and I'm still gonna create a new one, Tutnese.
Right. And so we're a phenomenal group of people. I don't have that low self-esteem and low confidence in us. I know that we're gonna do phenomenal things. Yeah, it's gonna be some bonehead niggas that go out there and do dumb shit with the money. Okay, so what? Those people don't represent us as a group. Right. Everybody got riff-raffs within their group. You know what I'm saying?
Like when people come at Tariq Spaces and talk about that, and he'd be like, so what other people do with their money is their business. You know what I'm saying? So
I know what I'm gonna do.
What that got to do with me being denied mine?
It makes no sense.
None.
It's a debt. When a debt is owed, it's not contingent upon me knowing what to do with my money when I get it.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? If you smash into my car, you liable for the damages of the car, for whatever physical injuries that I have that sustained or whatever the case may be. Doesn't matter if I'm a crackhead. You still got to pay me.
Yep. Oh, sir, it was my fault. I was driving, under the influence, or I was looking at my cell phone when I ran into you. But because I remember you from being a crackhead back in the days, I'm not gonna give you your money until you go to rehab.
Yeah, because all you're gonna do is blow this money when I give it to you. So
right, what the hell
kind of logic is that?
It's not. But that only comes up when it comes to us. And again, it's not because they think we're going to blow the money. They know we're going to build.
And look, man, our people, you know, not only are we old and not only do we deserve it, man, our people, it's mandatory that we get reparations. Our people are out here suffering, going through things out here. You know what I'm saying? Like, this is the right here. Elder sister down there, over there in Chicago.
Oh, yeah.
Teacher returns to work to keep a roof over her head. How inflation is draining seniors' nest eggs. Meanwhile, you got Biden and them running around here talking about how much they did for black people.
Right.
How much better black people are supposed to be doing under the Biden administration. Stuff like this happening. She should be able to chill.
Rate. Right.
When Jeanette Campbell retired from teaching at the age of 62, the one thing not etched into her retirement roadmap was return to work. Like other new retirees heading into their golden years, Campbell dreamt of taking care of her grandchildren and traveling the world, but life didn't work out that way for the senior Chicago resident. All right. And so don't talk to us about working hard and pulling yourself up by the bootstraps and all of that stuff. She put in the work. Mm-hmm. She did her bid.
And y'all keep unlacing in her boots. You keep, you know, taking the laces out of her boots.
Living on a fixed retirement income, Campbell soon found she couldn't keep up with her bills, especially her monthly mortgage payment. Her only option was to get a part-time gig to help her make ends meet.
Can travel.
Come on now.
Can enjoy her retirement, you know, work it into her old age. It irks me. I can take those type of comments from white people or other white adjacent people. That's fine for me. But when I hear Negroes repeat that bullshit, I get upset. I get so upset. I heard my mom on the phone with one of her friends that she retired with or whatever. And she was like, "L, you know, my mom's name is Elnora. L, that's a handout. That's a handout." I was like, what? And this heifer come from Mississippi. You know what I'm saying? Yes, a black person saying that.
Come on now.
Yes, I get up. I don't care when white people say it because I know that they know the truth, you know, but they're gonna say anything. But when you hear other black people, specifically foundational Black Americans, repeating that goofy shit, I get so upset.
PD said, Dr. Claude Anderson said the same thing. Well, you know, we just signal boosters. That's all we do. That's all we do here. We ain't making up nothing new.
Nothing new.
We just telling you what we learned from the master teachers and them. You know what I'm saying? That's why y'all tune into this channel, just for reinforcements.
That's it. Old grandma said, do we think that Kamala will be president if Mr. Senile is made to retire? She says she will have a pale male as a VP. I mean,
she got a pale male in her bed.
Yeah. So that wouldn't be surprising.
Hey, you know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna drop the link, man. If any of y'all want to hop on, ask a question or make a comment, I just ask that you be brief. Don't come on here being long-winded.
Right.
But I'm gonna drop the link in the chat for anybody that wants to hop on and just add on to the conversation here. Anything that you want to comment on that we talked about here tonight?
I don't think that Kamala would be the president, though. I don't think that there's any way that they will let a woman of color, you know what I'm saying, no matter how much of a puppet she is, be president before they will a white woman. Otherwise, they would have given it to Hillary.
Well, Hillary just got washed. They ain't have no answer for Trump. At the time, they didn't have an answer for Trump. They didn't think that the American people was going to go that extreme. The second time around, they didn't sleep on Trump's ass. They had some tricks up the sleeve just in case. They had a little contingency. Yeah, they had a little contingency plan the second time around. They're like, "Nah, we getting Joe Biden's senile ass up in here." But they wasn't ready the first time. They was like, "This nigga really won." That caught everybody by surprise. They
I think it caught him by
actually
surprise.
played
Do you
fair.
remember? Do you remember when he won, how he looked? I really think that Trump was surprised himself, to be honest.
I don't remember, but he probably was.
I think he was surprised. What do you guys think about this too? So the Supreme Court says that Trump has absolute immunity for core acts only.
Right. I wanted to talk about that too. I'm glad you brought that up.
And people are like, "Oh my God, you know, he's a criminal." And like, do we really care who this man laid with? Like, why is that our business? I don't care where he put his thing.
Yeah. Okay. He paid his trick tab.
That's it. Like, what the hell?
But my thing is this about the whole immunity thing, because you know, a lot of people was hitting me up about that too. What you think about this? What you think about this? I don't think nothing about it because this is not nothing new. This is already an unwritten rule because all of these presidents have been criminals.
Right.
Which president do y'all think didn't commit no crimes while they was in office or out of office for that matter? And how many of them have been punished for some type of crime that they committed?
Right.
This ain't nothing new. And it's not something that's just gonna apply to Trump.
No.
It's already applied to the office, period. They already have immunity.
Including law enforcement. I mean, the only one that we've seen held accountable in law enforcement is going to be Darren Chauvin, whatever his name is. You know what I'm saying? And that's because Black folks turned up, you know, $1 billion, you know, worth of repairs needed to these cities or whatever. So they had to sacrifice his ass because it was costing too much money to try to save him. You know, but who's been held accountable? As a matter of fact, our baby brother, Lord.
Tamir Rice, Trayvon Martin?
Tamir Rice. The police officer that murdered him just got hired at another police department. So again, he's been transferred, not, you know, officer who shot Tamir Rice hired at West Virginia Police Department. Come on now. He's still applying here and there. He's going to go where anyone takes him, and they know who he is, so why hire him? What message are they sending? They know who this man is.
Right. Again, that's another reason why we need reparations so that we can create and produce our own protection mechanisms. You know what I'm saying? We have to have the ability to punish and reward people, you know, based on the rules that we set. You know what I'm saying? That's what free people do. That's what free people do. And a lot of the Biden sexuals got Biden's remorse, by the way.
Yeah, they do.
A lot of Biden sexuals, they out here with Biden's remorse now. Y'all remember Amanda Seals was wagging her finger at us last election season because we was telling people to hold our vote and all of that. Now, peace, what's going on, brother Ish? Shout out to my brother Ish. Yeah. Now Amanda Seals got Biden's remorse all of a sudden. She got Biden's remorse because Kamala out here with this cringe-worthy skit she did with Taraji P. Henson on the BET Awards. Fair use, by the way.
Freedoms are being tested, Madam BP. I know you've been traveling across the country. What are you hearing?
Yeah, girl, I'm out here in these streets. And let me tell you, you're right, Taraji. There is so much at stake in this moment. The majority of us believe in freedom and equality. But these extremists, as they say, they're not like us.
No, they not.
I don't know which part of this is cringeworthy. Is it the skit that Kamala and them is doing, or is it Amanda Seals' reaction? They both bothered me.
She was reading. It was so she was like, yeah, I don't know what they're gonna do. It's because they're not like us. It's so like, ma'am, you couldn't read that better. That was horrible.
Oh my God. And Amanda's talking about, to my knowledge, there has not been one anti-Project 2025 rally, forum, or town hall put on an elected official, voting rights activist. Ma'am, sit down.
Sit down somewhere.
You still ain't reading the room.
They They never do. Because we're dumb. You know, we're dumb. And that's what I believe. Even the black Democrats, all of them, including the white ones, they all think that we're dumb.
Oh yeah, I did see that. PD. That was cringy. Speaking of cringeworthy, let me find that real quick. Video when
I put it in the thing. I think
was
I
walking
put
through
it
the
in.
crowd.
I hope I did. Yeah, I put it in our materials. It should be towards the bottom. Yeah, it's at the bottom.
Yeah, I see it. I got it right here.
Second from the bottom.
Yeah, speaking of cringeworthy.
That was so sad,
Lord
but
Jesus.
funny at the same time.
Oh damn! I gotta mute it. I'm gonna mute it.
I'd have been like,
I don't want to play the music. Right. She's sitting there like, you got any more of them hugs?
Right. Like, nigga, you seen me. How you pass me up? I showed my ass.
Hey, Big Daddy. Hey, Big Daddy, you got any more of them hugs? Anything come for me?
Right.
Anything come for me, Big Daddy?
And look at her. Is she a kid?
He just
they're gonna wanna
ignore her.
She looking at her like, wait, what about me?
No, I don't think she a kid. Right. She's so embarrassed.
Yeah.
I'm embarrassed for her. I got secondhand embarrassment.
And look at the white lady behind her.
And ain't no other Negroes around, by the way.
One, right over his right shoulder.
Where?
This lady. Wait.
I don't see nobody black.
It's another black lady in the front. They may show her again.
Oh, okay.
That camera just goes.
That looked like Ketanji.
Maybe it was.
I seen her. That looked like Ketanji.
Look at her.
I seen all 32 of her tips too. So yeah, I seen her.
Yeah. Hi. Look at this. See? Move your black ass out the way. Y'all ain't getting no reparations. I'm not gonna sit here and say I'm gonna do anything for black people. No, that's what he was basically giving, that energy. that was cringe. And you know
Spirit
what?
Wonder said, with all the dementia, Spirit Wonder said, with all the dementia he has, he still remember to be racist.
Yeah, they always do. They don't forget that. They die on that. And you know, there's gonna be some black person that justifies that makes up an excuse for that.
They saying she was only like 14 years old. Is that true? I didn't think she was a kid.
I mean, she had a young face. I don't know. She did have a young face though. So what about this racist rant that Ryan Garcia went on?
Oh yeah. Did y'all see that? Ryan Garcia's punk ass, cheating ass, Latino ass, the non-apology.
Because he started talking about black on black crime. He apologized, but then said that he still stands on, the black on black crime. And I'm sitting here like, first of all, I know you lie.
Right. And shout out to Marcel. Marcel had the perfect tweet response to that. But hold on, let me play for people that didn't see his little rant, whatever. Let me play that. Anti-black racist ass.
I hate niggas. I'm anti-black.
Yeah, let's join the Ku Klux Klan. Let's fuck the niggas.
Nigga, I'm KKK, nigga. I hate niggas.
I'm the leader of KKK, and I summon you.
And was this a Twitter space, by the way?
It was a Twitter space that he was running. Yes.
It was a Twitter space that he was running. Yeah, because I heard people saying that this really wasn't new. That he be in those gaming rooms, doing shit like this all the time.
All the time.
It just didn't really hit the internet like that. Not surprised. Not shocked at all. And then he was doubling down, by the way. Hold on. Then he was doubling down, by the way.
And using
In
the
this
hard
video right
ER, by the
here.
way.
You ain't gonna catch me apologizing for nothing. Try to touch me all y'all want. Shoot me if you want. I don't give a fuck. Yeah,
This reminds you. It reminds me of like Tekashi 6ix9ine.
Yeah.
That's just he reminds me of. He got that Tekashi 6ix9ine kind of energy where he's kind of like trying to bait people to do something so he could get niggas locked up or something. You know, that reminds me of that kind of energy.
And guess what? Nobody gonna touch me at the fight either. None of you guys are real, bro. None of you guys do anything in person. This is all internet. You guys are all internet gangsters, bro.
And by the way, if you read the comments, he got a lot of support in the comments.
Yeah.
Comment section.
And
you know what I'm saying?
And
So
DeJuan made a post.
He's not no lone wolf.
No, not at all. And DeJuan made an interesting post the other day. He said, has Fat Joe or any prominent Latino called out Ryan Garcia? Where is the Black and Brown coalition during these times? If hip hop is a shared culture, when do y'all share standing against racism? Have you guys have y'all seen any prominent Latinos stand against this? But they're quick, Dr. Colon, to call Black people racist because we're saying that Latinos did not create hip hop 50-50. We're racist and divisive for telling the truth.
So is Trump going to just start ordering us all to be killed? Calvin, is that what's going to happen?
Not that.
Now that he got immunities, he's just going to start ordering niggas to get gunned down. I mean, we already getting gunned down with impunity. That's not new either. But you're just saying this is going to be a direct order from Trump now.
And let's be clear: the Supreme Court did not say that he was going to be immune from all crimes. Let's be very, very clear. And I believe that was very specific on what they said. So we're not going to take that to a whole another level. Or he can just shoot someone down, you know what I'm saying, in the street and has immunity for it. Like, that's not what they're saying.
Yeah, but they were intentional about being vague, right, about what official and unofficial means, because they said, you know, they got immunity from official crimes that can be considered official actions, right? Meaning, you know, part of his duty as the president or whatever the case may be. So they're vague about the definition of what official and unofficial entails, but that's intentional,
right? Always. But again, that's another way to fearmonger too.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
So they've been training. They haven't just been training in the hills of Chicago. They've been training in Israel. Come on now, oh grandma. They've been doing that for years. Come on, grandma.
No, she's saying according to Maxine. That's what Maxine Waters was saying.
Yeah, Maxine Waters. Yeah, with that.
Yeah.
Come on.
Yeah, that's what Maxine Waters was saying.
Shields are gonna definitely shield all the way. You know, she's been in office for a long time. She old as hell herself. Who has she cultivated that's Black? You know, for here in Los Angeles, when we had those racist Latinos on video talking about withholding resources to the Black residents here in Los Angeles, where was Maxine when that happened? So I don't want to hear her say nothing about Trump. And this is not me being a Trump supporter at all, because I did not vote for Trump. I'm not a Trump supporter, but I don't want to hear her talk about Trump when she has not really addressed those racist Latinos, one who's still in office over here.
Right. Yeah, and remember after the debate, what was it, last week or 2 weeks ago?
2 weeks
ago. The debate was, a lot of the shields were talking about, they were trying to deflect into how much of a liar Donald Trump was.
Mm-hmm.
You know, they were saying, you know, they're saying, you know, Sleepy Joe might have been a little sleepy, but at least he's honest. And Donald Trump is such a liar. You can't believe nothing that comes out of his mouth. Let me remind y'all, because y'all got short-term memory.
Yeah, the
Y'all got
detector
short-term memories
proved
and shit.
that was a lie. That was a lie.
You know, let me show you how much of a liar your boy is too.
Biden may have more explaining to do. The new questions stem from taped remarks of Biden during an April
By the way,
appearance in
YouTube
New
fair
Hampshire.
use.
I went to law school on a full academic scholarship, the only one in my class to have a full academic scholarship. Went back to law school and, in fact, ended up in the top half of my class. I was the outstanding student in the political science department at the end of my year. I graduated with 3 degrees from undergraduate school and 165 credits, only needed 123 credits.
Biden now concedes he did not graduate in the top half of his law school class, that he does not have 3 degrees from college, and that he was not named outstanding political science student in college.
Newsweek says Biden actually went to school on a half scholarship, ended up near the bottom of his class, and won only 1 degree, not 3.
Joe Biden ranked 76th in a class of 85 at the University of Syracuse Law School. I mean, this guy comes off this whole thing as a flyweight.
Now Biden says Newsweek is right. His memory had failed him.
And I'd be delighted to sit down and compare my IQ to yours if you'd like, Frank.
Joe Biden was victimized by the truth.
Bye-bye Biden. He may not know it yet, but I think this is going to be very...
Hey, that need to be the new hashtag, by the way. Bye-bye Biden.
Bye-bye Biden.
Hashtag bye-bye Biden.
Let me start it. I'm about to start it right now.
Hashtag bye-bye Biden. That's the new hashtag, family. Everybody within the sound of my voice, start using that hashtag bye-bye Biden. Okay? Talking about some damn lying. God damn. This nigga was lying his ass off, wasn't he?
With a straight face. With a straight face.
He was standing on that. Man, I was the top of my class. I got 3 degrees. Nigga ain't had near degree. Barely made it out of high school.
Barely made it.
This y'all boy. Hashtag bye-bye Biden. Yes, that's the hashtag. Get him out of here. We've had enough. We've had enough, man. Because remember, this is we going on 8 years of Biden. Don't forget, he was the vice president for your boy Barack. So we already had this is gonna be 12 years. We going on 12 years. He already did 2 terms with Barack, and now he done just did 4 more. We had enough, man. Bye-bye Biden.
Yeah. Bye-bye Biden.
Enough is enough, man.
Right there. Bye-bye Biden. See
enough is enough, man. Anyway,
I'm gonna repost this video.
Anyway, so nobody wanted to hop on. We dropped the link in there a little bit earlier. Nobody wanted to hop on and add on nothing. It's all good. We about to get up out of here in a minute.
Before we get out of here, can we pay Alicia Johnson, who ran in the Olympics?
Can we pay Alicia Johnson?
Play the video.
Oh yeah.
In there, yeah.
Yeah.
When she said,
let me play this real quick first, though.
Yeah. Oh yeah, this wrinkle face.
White folks, have you asked the why of slavery? It was deliberate and intentional enslavement of a people with identifiable skills to grow an economic empire.
It was an enslavement of people with identifiable skills for economic empowerment for the white purposes. That's the why of slavery.
Yeah, slavery built this country.
That's why we're old.
An economic empire was built on the backs of African Americans through their forced free labor. Do you understand what that has meant for those that were enslaved and for generations since then? They have been denied the wealth they created. Our economic empire was built on the backs of African Americans through their forced free labor. Those enslaved and their descendants of chattel slavery have been denied the wealth they created. 4 million African Americans who had been enslaved and robbed of everything were promised 40 acres and a mule. a broken promise. They were released and given nothing. White slave owners were given reparations for the loss of their property. Then you have the black codes, convict leasing system, Jim Crow laws, all to keep black people in an inferior caste system politically, economically, socially. When are we going to stop hiding behind the lies of white body supremacy?
And so again, reparations is the national debt.
That's it.
I don't want to hear nothing about no national debt.
That's another hashtag.
Hashtag reparations is the national debt. Hashtag bye bye Biden. Let's get it going. But yeah, let's drop some cool news before we get out of here. Oh, actually, man, did y'all see the dude that killed Pop Smoke going around doing interviews now?
Yeah, with Adam 222, whatever the hell his name is.
Yeah, they had him on Adam 22 show talking about how he ain't sorry and niggas die every day and all of this shit. Oh man, I don't know what's up with some of these young dudes, man. I kind of do, because I attached something to this that I wanted to point out, because I did see a little bit of my former self when I was listening to him speak. So I can't really say that. I can't really say I don't know what's up with these young dudes, because I kind of hold on.
My thing is, why are they going on these white platforms? These people are not of your culture, nothing.
He shouldn't be going on no platforms.
I don't think
he shouldn't be
especially
going
the
on
fact
no
that
platform.
he released this the day of Kendrick Lamar's video. You know what I'm saying? I don't feel like any of those things are by accident. You know, Kendrick is trying to bring gangs here in California together to show, you know, black unity. You know what I'm saying? And then he released this dumb shit on that same day.
So you're saying Adam 22 is on some
suspected white supremacist
division shit.
Exactly. And
yeah.
He's here in LA.
Trying to keep shit going.
You know what I'm saying? Keeping shit going.
Right.
Most of his interviews is with with the LA gangs over here. You know, those are the people that really go on his podcast for the most part. He's doing the Vlad thing pretty much.
Yeah, man. I don't know why these dudes going up there doing this shit. But he started off saying, I ain't sorry about nothing. And so check it out.
No, it should never happen, but I ain't sorry. I mean, like, if I could go back, I'll go back, but I ain't sorry. Like, die every day. Like, he was rapping about it, all type of shit. So I ain't sorry about it, but you know, I send my condolences to the family, and I wish it never happened. But
so, do you regret going to the Airbnb that night?
I don't regret nothing, but I wish I never had. Yeah. I'm
glad I see people in the comment section talking about how he needs guidance. Because that's absolutely true. Hold on, let me play the second part of it.
Seems like you're acting like this is just the circle of life. This is how it happens.
No, it's not. I'm not making this small thing. It's just, I don't know, growing up, I just, my people, my family told me, you ain't sorry for shit. Like, whatever you did it for a reason, and stand on it. So it's like, yeah, I did it.
For what?
But it wasn't like we all went to go do that. So start making me feel like, so I feel like people need to start making me feel like I got something to, like I owe something to somebody. I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
Seems like you're acting.
He feels seems uncomfortable too. He sounds uncomfortable.
He's confused. You know what I'm saying? He's not really he's not really sure.
You want to sound hard
because
too.
right. And he's trying to stand on what he believes the messaging was from, like he said, his family raised him to not regret nothing that you ever do or whatever. And I'm sure somebody might have spoke those words to him. That's not exactly what they meant. You know what I'm saying? And so a lot of times we got to realize this too, as parents and just older people in the community, when we raising children, raising up these young dudes, we got to try to put ourselves in their mindset when we talking to them about certain things.
Right.
Because they don't interpret things the same way that we do. And that's the thing that I wanted to point out about this right here too. I put the definition next to this of when the brain is fully developed at the age of 25 is when you develop that prefrontal cortex. And so, you know what I'm saying, he still hasn't hit that age yet where you're able to really make good decisions and things like that. So the prefrontal cortex is the part of the brain located behind the forehead. It is one of the last areas to mature and is typically fully developed around the age 25. The prefrontal cortex is responsible for skills like planning, prioritizing, making good decisions, and regulating actions and emotions. When the prefrontal cortex is fully developed, the people are considered capable of understanding the relationship between their actions and the potential consequences. So he doesn't get it yet. If he does an interview like this when he's 30, he'll be saying the same thing.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? He has to live a little bit more, not only just have the life experience, but the actual part of the brain that still hasn't developed yet for you to be able to compartmentalize these things. It's not there. It's just not there. And that's the reason why I said I saw myself in him a little bit, you know, when I was listening to him, because I remember being that young, wild dude who would rationalize things in that way. You know what I'm saying? Where it was just all about standing on business and not really valuing my own life and just life in general. You know what I'm saying?
Why is he out of jail?
Because he's a juvenile and he was sentenced under juvenile sentencing guidelines, and yeah. So that part I'm not necessarily in disagreement with, because of what we just talked about. You know what I'm saying? That's the controversy behind charging children as adults, because, you know, they understand scientifically they're not, you know, capable of making those kind of decisions and making the connection between their actions and the consequences behind it and all of that. You know what I'm saying? That's a scientific, biological thing. You know what I'm saying? So to hold somebody responsible for the rest of their life for something that they do at that age, I don't necessarily agree with it, even though it's harsh. Somebody lost their life. You know what I'm saying? You know, that's a hard one, but I kind of agree with there should be sentencing guidelines that are regulated to adolescents.
I didn't realize that he was like under, 18 or anything like that when it happened.
Yeah, so I think he's like 21 or 22 now, something like that.
So it makes sense, because Pop Smoke got killed 4 or 5 years ago,
somewhere around there.
And by the way, I wanted to bring this up since what's his name? Ryan Garcia was all up in our business, about black on black crime, not talking about the crime in his own homeland, nor these increasing, right now, Latinos represent nearly a third of the new HIV diagnosis in the U.S. CDC data shows. So instead of you worrying about black on black crime, how about you worry about the crime, in your homeland that you fled from, and also these HIV numbers? Maybe you need to be going on some, tours to talk about the youth and these young adults about practicing safe sex in your community. Maybe even getting off
And they
drugs.
letting these people come across that border in droves with that mess.
In droves. You know what I'm saying? In droves.
Right.
In droves.
All right. What's the video with the sister?
Oh, it is.
What's the video with the play that before we get out
right
of here?
Here. I just liked it. You should see it. Did you see it? If not, I'll
I
just
told
put it at the bottom.
I told you.
I'm gonna put it at the
I
bottom.
told you I can't see what you like on
I
here.
found it. I did it. I put it at the bottom. There you go.
All right. All right. All right. We getting ready to get up out of here in a minute, but this was cool right here. So we're gonna close out the show with this right here.
It was, oh God, I already knew before the season started what was coming for me. I knew it was the easiest thing to do because everybody all the time said that I wasn't good enough, said that I didn't deserve. And so I did this my way, my team's way, and just the way that it was meant to be. This is for the hood babies. This is for the people who are poor that come from nothing. This is for everybody that looks like me, that was ever doubted and I did it with a black design on my chest. This is what I am for, and I wait for everybody in my position.
Ow. Shout out to that sister right there.
Shout out to her. Shout out
So
to
she qualified for
Sha'Carri.
the Olympics. I think she came in second in the qualifications for the hurdles, right?
Yep.
If I'm not mistaken, it was the hurdles.
Angel Reese is kicking ass on the court. It's, like this FBA Black Girl Magic is looking real nice. I love to see it. I love to see it. Their passion, their dedication, their hard work. You know what I'm saying? I love to see it.
And she said I did it with a black designer on my chest.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And taking pride in that.
Right.
Taking pride in that, going out there representing with a black designer. I wish she would have shouted them out, but she was in the moment.
Right.
So I get it. But yeah, being able to take pride in that, you know what I'm saying? Because, a lot of them out there, they got endorsements from Nike, New Balance, and all these other companies. And that's cool. That's cool. But when you're able to endorse, your own people, that's even flyer.
Yep.
That's even flyer. So shout out to her. And shout out to y'all for tuning in with us on another Sunday. Yes. This has been another great episode of Sincere Love the Godcast. Sincere, one more thing. Look up the Meg Diss record by Partisan. Oh, yeah, I remember that. I heard that before. Shout out to Party. He from around my way, by the way. 845 in the building. But why you brought that up? What that had to do with anything? What did the Meg Thee Stallion diss have to do with anything?
Mm-hmm.
I know he brought that up for a reason. I don't know what we were talking about, but something. But yeah, family. We back this Wednesday, right? Nice. We back this Wednesday, right?
I end up getting a call. Yeah, we're back this Wednesday with Nation Builder Poetic. This Wednesday, 6 p.m. Pacific Standard Time, 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. The Black Business Showcase is back this Wednesday with Nation Builder Poetic.
Okay. That's what's up.
Did y'all hear me, by the way?
Yeah, we heard you.
Were y'all able to? Oh, okay. I was like, because my phone was ringing at the same time, so I didn't know if y'all heard me. So.
No, yeah, we heard you. We back here on Wednesday. We're going to be chopping it up with my brother Poetics. I did an interview with him last year on his podcast, the Family Business Podcast. Real good brother right there. So that's going to be a good chop up this Wednesday. Make sure y'all tune in 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, 6 p.m. Pacific Time. That's the Black Business Showcase where we bring on business owners and entrepreneurs. So if that's you're a business owner or entrepreneur, you would like to have your business featured on our platform, either slide in my DM, Nicety Girls DM, or send us an email at godcastenterprises@gmail.com. Let us know what you got going on so we can get you on the schedule for the Black Business Showcase. Also, make sure you visit godcastbooks.com. That's godcastbooks.com. Go get volume 1 of 7 The Super Hey Rule, 7's Big Move. That is available right now. Go on and go get it. Go on and go get it for the babies. And shout out to my son 7, man. He in New York right now. I miss my dude.
Aww.
That's my guy, man.
Anxiety.
Huh?
I said you have separation anxiety.
Yeah, for sure. For sure. I ain't used to it, man. But he chilling. He chilling. Matter of fact, I'm gonna call him when I get off of here. See what he up to. But yeah, man, that does it for today's episode of Sincere Love the Godcast. Appreciate y'all tuning in as always. Always remember and never forget, family, we are not the master teachers, but we are the master students and signal boosters for the voices of the new Black media. We out of here. Peace and Black love.
Yeah, like that. Let's see what's in the God's mind. Listen.